Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the Director's Garage Live Hump Day Happy Hour Hangout. My God, look at us. I'm on the air. I had no idea I was going to be able to get in a live stream today, and yet here we are. We're live. I've got Howley on the desk. He's not feeling well today. I may be taking him into the vet later. Don't have much to show off today. I'm in the middle of production for the big electrostatic episode. It's going to be a huge episode. It's over 30 minutes. I have tried to cut this thing down. I just can't, and it's going to be what it be. So hopefully you guys like it and enjoy it. I'm hoping I can get that out Friday. If not, it's going to be Monday or something, guys. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can here. Some other updates. And then we'll get into some news because there's a new headphone just coming out that I'm going to talk about in a second. The Director's Garage looks like we're moving, folks. Cheers, by the way. Cheers, everybody. It is a full happy hour, and it is happy hour here in LA. It's probably, you know, somewhere like afternoon or evening or night, wherever you're at. But yes, the Director's Garage looks like we're moving. Looks like we're moving. We're going to be packing up the digs and going somewhere else. I'll have something of a different setup. I don't know what it's going to be yet. We haven't gotten that far. But yeah, we're looking forward to that. That's super exciting. That's going to be in the next, probably next month, June. We're looking at a move. And that's kind of what this week has been all about, paperwork. I've been sitting here cranking out paperwork to get loan documents and all the boring crap that we all have to go through when we make a big change. And then Howley got sick. I think Howley got a bad rat. I think he got a rat that didn't agree with him, and it's working its way through his system. I'm giving him some time to recover, and if it doesn't, then, well, vet for you, buddy. Vet for you. But the big news of the day came out yesterday. It's from HiFiman. HiFiman has a new Aria edition, and I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it to you now. Let's see. Let's go to that. Nope. That. Yep. You know my technical skills are challenged. Okay, so there's our music playing, but here it is. It's called the, oh boy. The Aria, it's the Aria Organic. The Aria Organic. Check this out. Now, I don't know how these things are going to sound, but this is the best looking Aria they've done yet, I think. This thing is gorgeous. It's priced very nicely at just $12.99. I'm sure Audio 46 is going to be all over these. Some different shots of these things. Oh. Let's see if we can get some different pictures up. No. Yep. Here we go. There's a picture. Can we make it bigger? No. It's just going to be that size because that's what they're doing. Different angles on this thing. Very interesting looking headphone. Priced well, stealth magnets, the whole thing, but I think they're cutting some costs in the magnets or something. I read something about it a while back. But it's a, you know, they're presenting it as a value option. Because, you know, the Aria Stealth Magnet is about $1,500 or $1,400. This is the organic, so I assume it's costing less because they are cutting corners somewhere. And I think it's in the magnet array. They're cutting back on the number of magnets used. But this is it, and it's on HiFiman's website. And pretty interesting looking, and 3.5-inch connectors, so it's jumping up to the higher end. It's nice. 94 dB sensitivity, 16 ohms, very easy to drive, and 440 kilograms. A little on the heavy side, but pretty good looking. Pretty good looking proposition, and the price is damn good, $12.99. Let me know what you think about those in the comments. Whoa! Remember how that microphone thing, every now and then it would come off? It just came off again. The microphone slipped off. I knew it was going to do this too. It had that feeling. Let's see, where can we do this? poor Howley. He is really not feeling good, guys. I got to do a little microphone surgery here. Let you guys see it. This is the shock mount for a 1960-ish. This little nut up here comes loose, and it lets go. And then I got to scramble to get it all reassembled again. Yeah, this is what the shock mount on a 1960 microphone looks like. It's very kind of crude, but it works. It works. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Let's get that fixed. Get that dial back up here, and we're back in business for another month or so, and then it'll do it again on me. That's how these work. Yeah, I think it's a pretty attractive headphone. I think it's the best looking Aria I've seen yet. And but I don't know about sound. We'll have to wait and see what the sound impressions are and what people think of them. They say, you know, it's no compromises, but it costs less. Well, there's got to be a compromise somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, you know, they're not going to make them sound as good as an HE1000 SE and say, hey, but you can get them for only $12.99. There's got to be some compromises in there. But definitely on the attractiveness, I think it's the most attractive of anything I've seen of that style, of that HE1000 style. Very nice looking wood cups and the whole thing. Very nice. So that's kind of the big news of the week. And I've got nothing really to show off here or open today. So we're just going to kind of have a little hangout and see how you guys are doing. Yeah, and there's a new Ananda too. They announced even a lower model, but that was the one that caught everybody a little bit out. I don't think we were expecting to see another Aria version, and certainly not a cheaper one. You know, yeah, but who knows? You know, HiFiman knows what they're doing most of the time. Very cool, very cool. Let's see if I can find. I'm going to look back over here. Let's see if we can find the Ananda version. Go back to that. Anybody want some head pads? Let's see. Where's the headphones, guys? Headphones. Aria Organic Ananda Nano. And that's priced at $5.99. Very nice price there too. Let's take a look at them. Do these blow up like it says it does? Come on. Loading. There it is. This one doesn't look as attractive to me. Being perfectly honest, it looks like a much heavier bezeled HE1000, but without the wood. So it's all metal design. Definitely looks cheaper and it costs less. So there you go. But it says nanometer thickness diaphragm, massive. Look at this massive sonic upgrade according to HiFiman. So there you go. Nano, and it's the nano because it's nanometer thickness diaphragm, which means it's it's based on the Susvara. It's a Susvara for $600, boys. $600 Susvara. Oh, they kill me. They kill me with their marketing. But oh well, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's good to see new models coming out. And I hear these were debuted at Munich, which I did not go to, clearly, because I'm here. And same traditional grill design. Burping, sorry. Hybrid headband design. What's that about? Not sure. Changeable connection. Cell. Impedance 14 ohms. Very simple. Okay, that's it. So 2 new models from HiFiman, but to me the organic is really the star of the story here. I think that's. Did that just do something really weird? No, did it? Let's see. No, it's just dissolve. Okay, it just looked weird on my on my playback screen. Very cool. All right, so that's that. That's the new HiFiman models. I think the organic is the one that I'm going to be eyeing, but we'll see. We'll see what we can get in here. I still want another HE-1000 V2 at some point because I just love that headphone. And I've never heard, I still haven't heard the Stealth Magnet Edition version of that. I had the original and just loved the HE-1000 V2. Still love the HE-1000 V2. I think it's a great headphone. And HiFiman makes good stuff. So there you go. Let's see. Let's go to the chat. Say hello to everybody. Cheers. It's Wednesday, hump day. We are halfway through this mother. Holly, I'm sorry. He is just like dead on my desk. Poor guy. Poor guy. Doesn't want to lift his head. Hasn't eaten. So what are you going to do? It's a cat in pain. It's suffering, man. Bad news. Bad news. Okay. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Ken Workshop. Rodrigo. How you doing, buddy? New organic and the baby Nano. Yes. Nano, it's silver. Tim W. Tim, cheers, buddy. Cheers to you. Millennius, he loves the look of the organic. Yeah, me too. It's Shangri-La vibes. I think, yeah, it's one of the most attractive headphones I've seen out of HiFiman in a while. Why they put it on a cheaper headphone, kind of curious, but and Ken Workshop, same as me. I wonder how they sound. I'm very curious if they were able to maintain that ARIA sound or what they did with it. Did it get better? Did it get worse? What happened? We'll find out. We'll wait for those impressions to roll in. They're going to go on sale May 25th, I think was what I read. HiFiman has been improving fit and finish. Got to say that. Just had his Susvara warranty swapped, and the replacements are better. Swivel is smoother. Mine's not. Mine's old OG. Metal is better by the jack. Same sound, not as fun as the Caldera. I concur with that. That's why I put my my Susvaras up for sale. Anybody wants them? $4 grand-ish. We'll get them done. But there is one small micro scratch on one of the ear cups. Still not over that, boys. That cracked me up for a week. There's a new Abyss Diana TC with wood. I thought I heard something about that, but the thing that's cool about the Abyss is you can get those custom colors now. And I thought that like an army green powder coat would be kind of a cool version of that headphone given its shape and size. I was kind of eyeing that, and then they had those orange ones that just went up for sale and got sold last week. The TC, very nice, and a bunch of people jumped all over that deal. They were unloading their non-TC versions that they had backstocked in the warehouse for about $2 grand, and a lot of people jumped on that deal. A lot of people got themselves a Abyss Diana 2.0 without the TC. So yeah, the Diana MR it's called, or Mr. It's the Mr. Diana. Yeah. Wonder how the wood Diana. Well, there is something that we have here called the internet at our disposal. If only there was a device, boys, that we could use to check out new gear. Let's go to abyss.com and see what they got going on over there. Abyssheadphones.com. I'm telling you this, I'm not buying that headphone stand. You've been looking for headphones. Highest resolution ever. Blah. Guys. Well, that's the designing. Let's look at the Diana. Oh, God, they kill me. They just kill me. Compact audiophile quality. You can drive them with an iPhone. Let's see. Diana V2. Let's see if they've got the color offerings on this. No, they don't say here. Boy, my browser isn't responding terribly well. Look at this. Look at oh, because I'm feeding out. Yeah, I've got the stream has slowed everything down. Shop of this headphones. Let's see if it's in this area. TC Premium High Performance Headphone. V2. Oh, these are the warehouse ones for sale for $18.99. And I'm assuming the most expensive is going to be the wood one. Do they have it? Doesn't look like it's on their website yet. No, these are the premium colors. Look at all these. Zombie green. You want zombie green? It won't show it to you. All right, pumpkin pie, double bubble. Get pink. You want a pink Diana, boys? No judgment here. Yeah, it doesn't look like they've got them listed yet. The MR. I don't see an MR here. Boy, their stuff's expensive. That's what I take from the Abyss website every time I go on there. It's like, their stuff's expensive. And did you see the headphone stand for like $500? I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? Oh my god. So yes. So I didn't see it on the website. I didn't see the brown or the wood. Oh, is that it? Maybe that's it. No. That's just those V2s. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know where it is. But yeah, I'll take your word for it. There's a wood TC Diana. I don't know. I mean, like, I have the 1266, and I'm like, well, I don't know if that's like, do I need the Diana too? Do I really? I don't think I do. I think I'm good. I think I'm good sitting pat with just the TC 1266, as weird as it looks. Because it sure sounds great, and the soundstage is amazing. No, I'm not talking myself into it, ML Jenkins. You take that back. I've been hard at work in production, getting the electrostatic episode out. That is now, well, I started doing the video on that, and I do 3 passes when I do my show. I do the, I do a, and sorry I'm talking a little quieter. Holly's right down here not feeling well, so I'm kind of like trying to be a little sympathetic. Because he's so out of it, boys. He's so out of it. He's just not feeling good, this guy. So I put the thing together. I shoot it, and then I slap all the bits together and get everything sort of in order and make a sequence, and then I go through and I do an audio pass, and then I do a video pass to cover up all of my audio edits. and so I'm on the video pass now, which is the last stage, so I could get this out by Friday if things all go well, but you know, they usually don't, and I've got 2 big shoots tomorrow afternoon and evening, so we'll see. But yes, I am excited to get that episode out. It's one of the best episodes I've built, period. It's exciting. There's twists, there's turns. Even if you have a suspicion of what you think it might be, it's not that. It's something bigger. It's something even more incredible. I just am psyched to get this episode out. And so that's been kind of on my brain too, because I'm like, oh, where am I at on that? And I got to get that done. So good. So we're coming to you later today because I had shoots all afternoon and I didn't get home till 4:30. So then I just went, we'll just go on the air at 5, see if anybody turns up. And yeah, we got a small crowd. We got a gathering, as it were, a gaggle. We might have quorum if we were a voting body. Oh man, Robert's Rules of Order. Anybody familiar with those? I had to learn all about them. I'm talking myself into it. No, I'm not. Enlium 54 amp, $20,000 pass. Yeah, I'm not going for that. I spent enough on the DAC. And sorry to bother, didn't mean to put that jinx out. It's a jinx. It's a curse, boys. We all have the curse in this world. Too much fun. And he's not going to claim to be an Abyss fan, but after starting a 10-year warranty, a wooden headphone sounds like a bad idea. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have I'm not jonesing for the Abyss Diana. It's not something that I really want. You know, like if somebody sent them to me, I'd be like, yeah, I'll check them out. But the TC's enough. The TC's enough money to the folks over there at Abyss. Anything else? What's been going on? Albums I've been spinning musically. God, what have I been doing lately? I've been doing... let's go back. Let's look at my rune real quick because I can't even remember. I've been doing some weirder stuff. Did a lot of checking out, a lot of jazz because I've been doing the electrostatic episode, and electrostatics and jazz go together so well. Even some classical. I was listening to some classical, but I did do a little bit of hard rock in the next episode. Oh, Willie Nelson. I've been doing a dive on Willie Nelson lately. Not because I think he's dying, but his 90th birthday was last week, and I just wanted to go back and listen to some of those old albums, the Waylon and Willie era that he had in the late 70s, early 80s. And I wanted to hear some live Willie Nelson, some of that slower stuff that's really cool. So that I've been doing. Let's go to home. Yeah, so I did a deep dive on Willie Nelson. Peter Gabriel. I listened to some Peter Gabriel. I'm waiting for that new record to come out. I heard a couple of songs off it. Sounds interesting. Kind of went through all that British prog rock. And then a lot of jazz, Thelonious Monk, stuff like that, because I'm such a huge fan. And listening to electrostatics, you just want to, Willie and Merle, yeah. Great stuff all. Yeah, so I went through that. I did some early James Taylor, was listening to that. Yeah, just kind of that, and some Bowie. I did some Bowie too recently. I went on a Bowie kick and really love that Hunky Dory album that he did in the early 70s. Just before he did Ziggy Stardust, he did Hunky Dory, and that album to me is one of my very favorites ever made, period. I like it more than Ziggy Stardust. I know a lot of people are just huge fans of that. Miss Director just came in. We'll say hello to her. And Mike Stern, no, I have not heard. Mike Stern is the name of my plumber. So I'll check that out though, Joel. And cheers to Joel P. Brother. Oh, so good. And I would expect, by the way, Joel, you mentioned the Diana MR price. That's going to be north of $4,000. They're probably going to try and push $5,000 because it's a special edition. It's wood, blah, 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 blah. So I would expect that to be quite high in price. Abyss doesn't like to put anything out there on the cheap. Check them out. One of the last is Sons of Miles. Okay, we'll check that out, Joel. We'll get into that. So that's kind of what I was listening to this week. Then the odd Paul Simon record, things like that. And did some Stones. What else? But yeah, I was listening to a lot of classical too. Bruckner, listening to... my taste was all over the place this week. So Mozart... Then there's an Argent here. I was listening to Argent. Remember Argent? Hold Your Head Up and all that? Oh, they were so good. God, they were good. Amazing stuff. Boys. It's not easy. So that's been that, and then planning for the move, because gotta do that. So I'm gonna copy this right now. Mike Stern, Sons of Miles. I'm gonna call it up on Rune real quick too, just for you guys, so we can take a look at it. Mike Stern, Sons of Miles. Let's see. Where's my Rune? Where's my Rune, boys? Discography. Oh, nice. I can't play any of it, obviously, because of copyright, but let's see. Odds or evens, standards. 4 generations of Miles. Let the cats out. Very cool. Jazz guitar. Is that what I'm reading here? All right, I'm going to get to that. What does it say about Mike Stern? Is there an overview? Ah, here we go. American jazz guitarist after playing with blood, sweat, and tears. Oh, okay. Blood, sweat, and tears. Spinning Wheel, all those great 70s tunes. He worked with drummer Billy Cobham, then trumpeter Miles Davis from 81 to 83, and again 85. Then he began his solo career, began releasing more than a dozen albums. Stern was named Best Jazz Guitarist of 1993 by Guitar Player magazine. Nice little feather in the cap there. I'd show you this, but it's on the wrong computer. I can't go to the screen. That's awesome. Now I really want to hear it. Okay. Attended Berklee College of Music. God, that's awesome. Yeah, this guy's got a career. Look who he's played with. Good Lord. David Sanborn, Michael Brecker. Woo! So awesome. So awesome. All right, good find. Good find, guys. Mike Stern, Sons of Miles. There we go. We'll check it out. We'll check it out for sure. We'll do that off the air, though, so I don't get sued. Those little things, guys. It's the little things. I lost the chat. Where'd my chat go? Just click something I shouldn't. Wednesday. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Just a reference to Miles musicians. Yes. Would that Diana V2 be okay powered by a DAP? I would say, well, if you had it connected to one of those Diablos from iFi, maybe. Time and place. We'll do all that. We'll get into Mike Stern offline. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yes, I think that no, I would say the Dianas, you're going to be hard pressed to get them, even if you can produce the volume off of a DAP. Get it up there in volume. The quality is probably going to fall apart because you really need a lot of guts to be driving those Abyss headphones. They don't like low power. I don't know why they say it's a portable. You're going to have to bring something of a DAP. I would think you probably get there with a Woo WA11 or an iFi Diablo, something like that. Some portable amp with a lot of juice to it. But no, I don't think your SP1000 or your SP3000 is going to push it hard enough. It's not going to have enough behind it. And that's the thing, the same thing with the Susvara. The Susvara, we talked about that, and we were mentioning earlier. The Susvara, you can get volume out of it, but you can't get quality sound unless you have a lot of power behind it. Like the Enlium, or one of the Enlium amps, or the I had the Bakun, which is also Enlium, and Dark Star. Like some of those big old Ray Samuels amps. You need some horses behind it. It's got to be pushing it to really push the headphone near its max, or to its outer boundary, or to get it really impressive. And I've had, you guys have seen my journey on that. I had every amp in the world in here for a while. The Fonitor X, the GSX Mark II, the Gixxer Mark II, and none of them got Ferrum or got there once I put it in bypass mode. It sounded better. But as standard Ferrum or stack, no, did not push the Susvara to where I would want to hear them. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, that's what I got going on. What else is going on with you guys? What are you going to listen to? Anybody buy anything this week? Anybody? I didn't buy anything. I've been on lockdown as we prep for the new mortgage on the house. Oh my Lord, it's going to be something. But I love the space. We've got a lot more room for the director's garage in the new place. The room is going to get a lot bigger. And it's going to afford us some, more desk space and more possibilities. It's going to be exciting to get that in there, and I'm going to be able to have my tower speakers in the room for the first time. I'm going to revamp the Vandersteins, put some new hardware on them, the wood top and the wood bottom, and new screens and stuff. So Holly can thrash it up all he wants. No, probably put some covers over him in the meantime. ML Jenkins bought a DAC. Nice. What'd you get, ML? Did you fall for the hollow? Did you go for the hollow, May? That's everybody's excited about that this week. Still haven't heard that DAC, and it was obviously in the running for my DAC episode, but I wound up with the DCS, which I'm very pleased with so far. Really enjoy that. He owns the hollow May. Love it. Yeah. A lot of people are just jumping over that DAC, and understandably, and it's probably pretty good if a lot of people like it, I would think. Golden Sun had a really good review of that. He thought it was exceptional. He bought the SW1X DAC 3. That is, all right, I'm going to look that up because I'm not sure what it is exactly. I want to make sure I get it right. SW1X 3 DAC. Let's see. Oh, there it is. SW1X audio design. Yes, I got to show you this because it's like you would think it would have like a catchy, like it's the blasting audio. No, it's not. That's the name of the company. Check this out. SW1X ad.co.uk. All right, hang on. You're gonna get a kick out of this because it's really funny. It's mildly funny. That's the name of the company, SW1X Audio Design. I don't know what it stands for. It would be great to know a little bit. Oh, here's about. Let's see what does it say about. Resurrecting the soul of music. Pronounced as 1X Audio Design. There you go. And let's see the products. Let's see the components. A to D converters, D to A converters, what we want, yeah. SW1X, no, back. DAC 2, DAC 2, DAC 2, these are all versions, I'm assuming. There it is. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Nice. There's the back side. Showing it its fanny. It's very impressive. Nice DAC. Does it stream, ML? What does it do? Doesn't say. Smaller chassis, USB. Very good. That's what ML bought this week. Very cool, man. Like showing off the new stuff. Very good. Tim W. just got the Blessing 3. Enjoying that. Great IEM. Love the Blessing 2. Love the Blessing 2 Dusk. And I assume the Blessing 3 is one better. Sorry, that's the 5. Was typing his iPhone wrong. Okay. He got his 3 home demo for around 6K-ish. And they blew out his hollow audio. So you like it better than the hollow. Very nice. It lives in a SpeedIF world for streaming from home. Very cool, man. Cheers, ML. Always cool to see the new stuff. I'm not familiar with SW1X audio, but it sounds very British. Yeah. Some good DACs over there. Good DACs, folks, out there. Very cool that it's better than the hollow, though, man. That's high praise because that's kind of the benchmark, I think, isn't it? Wouldn't you say the hollow May right now is sort of the standard that everybody's trying to meet? Very good. I certainly love the DCS. I don't know. It's a different approach to a DAC anyway, and everybody likes the Weiss too. So some really good DACs out there right now. Again, really good time to be in the headphone hobby, man. It's awesome. Sci Audio presenting a new flagship amp this weekend. Is that going to be in Munich, I assume? Very cool. Ken Workshop heading to dinner. Yeah, we're all heading to dinner. I got on the air late, guys. So I'm sorry. I just wanted to check in with you guys. Maybe do an hour on the air and then call it. And tell you that the electrostatic episode is coming, and it's coming very soon. I'm working my butt off on it. I'll work on it all night tonight, and try and squeeze some work in on it tomorrow and get it out Friday. That's the fingers crossed plan, but I can't do a pinky swear on it because I don't know. I don't know if I can get it out in time. I don't know if I can get that one out in time. But just good hanging with you guys. You know, it's kind of a quieter day. I feel bad for my little kitty here. He's dead on the desk, just sleeping away. He ate something, boys. He ate something bad, and he is not feeling good. Oh, Howls. He just puts his head down. He's doing that. That's how I look. That's how I looked a few weeks ago when I was sick. I'm just trying to give him a little chance to get better before we just rush him to the vet. I'm not like, you know, it's sometimes people don't feel well. You know, I'm just like, as long as he's like not totally down and not moving at all, then, you know, and curled up in a ball. He's not. He's just not feeling well. But I'll see. If it sticks around for a couple more days, we'll get him off to the vet. Let's see. Melinius says he's seen some DCS popped up used and was curious if the ring DAC has a sound to it like the others. I would say it actually leans... I was trying to move away from the sound of the cord. I would say it leans like midway between the cord and something warm. So it's kind of in the middle. Very, you know, lots and lots of detail, but not hyper detailed in the way that the cord was. I thought the cord overdid it maybe a little bit. It's still a great sounding DAC, and I'm like, I don't want to, you know, say to anybody that the cord is, you know, somehow not bad, not good sounding. It's a phenomenal sounding DAC. It just takes the edges. It's a more refined sound than the cord. Not as detailed, and a lot of people are like, oh, you gotta have, you know, why would you consider a DAC that's not even more detailed than the cord? Because I think the cord sometimes feels like it's pushing me to too much analysis of the sound. It's a little more, I would just say it's a little more refined. It's a refined sound, which is great for jazz, and but it doesn't have the it's not as much of a showy DAC as the cord. It's more of a refined, little more ethereal maybe. It's just it's a different approach, but not as, it's just not, it doesn't give you that hyper detail sense like the cord does, which the cord does so well, by the way. So, hi Spades, howdy, bit late for me too, buddy. I was shooting all afternoon, and I just got on the air late, and I'm showing up for a little bit here, and we'll say goodbye. Nothing major. What's going on with the kitten? Yeah, like I said, ML, I think he ate something, and I think it was a rat, and I think it didn't agree with. Holly brings me gifts. Leaves carcasses outside the door, so I think he probably got a rat that didn't agree with him, so he's kind of sleeping it off. I'm trying to give him room to heal, but if he stays like this much longer, we'll get him into the vet, have the vet take a look at him, give him some meds, something. Tommy V, stand by me. Millennius does, yeah. Keep the weed gummies off the counter, Dominic. I can't. I really actually don't do any of that stuff. I'm as clean as they come when it comes to any of that stuff. I joke about it a lot because it's fun. And I had my time back when the director was a lot younger, but I can't do the pace that I work at work and keep everything straight, and all the different shoots and all the different places and pieces that I'm working on, and the show and all that, I would be nowhere if I imbibed much. I just can't. But I salute anybody who has the time and the space in their life for it. Godspeed. Do what you want. Don't drive drunk. That's all I say. Okay. Ace of Spades says, anybody heard the Ferrum M5 IEMs? No, but, you know, the designer of Fur came out of 64 Audio, and he was one of the guys, I believe, if I remember, if my history is sticking in my head correctly, he's one of the guys behind the Forte, the TIA Forte, which is still, to this day, the flagship for 64 Audio. I would like to see them. They've done a number of different modifications, you know, like versions of the TIA Forte now. They've done a Noir, they've done a Blanc, white one, tweaked with the sound each time. But I think it's time, you know, they're long overdue to replace that model in their lineup. And I'm wondering what's going to happen. But the guy, one of the guys, main designer, I don't know if he was a main designer, but he was one of the designers of that Forte, left and founded Fur Audio. That's his deal. You can get them used for $800, which is a crazy discount. Yes, it is. But they have a new flagship, no? Didn't they come out with one last year in the fall? I seem to remember seeing that. Saw a few reviews comparing them to the Noble Sultans. Yeah, 64 Audio Tia Trio. Again, 64 is the where he came from, so I would expect there to be some similarity, some cross breeding there in sound, basic sound characteristics. It's a good word. It's a $5 word. I got you right there. Oh yeah, Mom ML Jenkins, when he lived in England, he brought both his cats, lived the dream of bringing him prey to show they were good hunters. They love him and they'll feed him. Yeah. He's a good one. He's definitely a mouser. He likes his mouse. He likes his birds. I just think he got into one, and hopefully it wasn't one that had like poison or something. But you know, I'm not a paranoid parent when it comes to animals. I'm like, sometimes they don't feel good. Let them not feel good. They'll feel better the next day, hopefully. But if he's not eating or drinking tomorrow, yeah, he'll go to the vet. We'll take care of him because we don't want to hold Holly down for very long. He's a good boy. Yeah, but he hasn't been feeling good. Sorry, boys. Sometimes it goes that way. I wasn't feeling good about 3 weeks ago, so yeah. Do you ever use dongle DACs? No, I just never have had a need for them. For a few reasons. I don't use my iPhone as a source. That's number one. I do keep regular DAP players with me almost always. I have a DAP or two with me anywhere I go. So I don't have a need for it. And then I use the iPad as a trigger for the DCS at home. And I love that workflow. It is the coolest workflow. Touchscreen, big interface, Rune, bam, you know, right there. And it feeds my it feeds my DCS wonderfully. And on the road, I just use the DAP player, or if I feel like it, I'll marry it to I have the Woo Audio WA11. I've fallen out of favor with the DAC on that unit. I listened to it for a long time, and like over time, I'm like, this doesn't sound like a great DAC to me. The amp sounds fantastic. The DAC, I can take or leave, I think. I don't think they do DAC like iFi does DAC. iFi does good DAC. Woo, the WA11, not so good to my ear. Your mileage may vary. ML Jenkins, when does that puppy come out? Oh, Ryan, did I bug you for your fantastic new headphone yet? Ryan, what'd you get? Yeah, hopefully Howley feels better. Howley is named Howley because he showed up on our deck one day howling. So I named him Howler, and which kind of the cute name of that is Howley. That boy, he's sleeping. Any updates on the house? Yes, I did that at the top of the show. Director's Garage is probably moving. We're in motion, so we're going to be in a new space probably middle of next month. I have a whole new studio to design. It's in a lot more space, a lot more room. I have room for all of my camera gear, for my directing stuff and my show stuff. So I'm looking forward to kind of figuring that out and working through it. Hopefully get on a longer lens, get the camera away from me a little bit. It'll be kind of fun. Yes, but very good, very good. That's coming in the next month, Ace. So really cool. Hey ML, hope soon. Oh, yeah, Ryan, you haven't gotten your headphones yet. New headphones yet. One of the coolest things was get to talk to Mo today about it. You guys are having your own little discussion. I'll bug you later. Just getting in the middle of it. Yeah. Ignore us, Michael. Yeah, now that I haven't ignored you. Yes. So we're excited about that. It's a beautiful house. I'm going to be broke. Director is going to be taking a lot more Audio 46 donations as far as review material for a while. But we'll recover. The main thing is we need the interest rates to come down, and then I can refi and we'll have some room back in the budget for things like headphones. But I think we're going to be a little smaller. House rich. Yes, house rich. Very much so. Better late than never. He got the Bathys. This is Nephilim 81. The Bathys Orium. You were mentioning that last week, and finishing touches on his main mothership of a desktop system. Looking forward to it. Lots to talk about soon. Yeah, Nephilim, let us know, man. Give us updates on that stuff. We love talking about each other's gear. It's fantastic. That sounds spectacular. Light Guy. Cheers, Light Guy. Haven't recognized your name. The way we do it on the live show is we cheers to anybody who walks in new. So you get a little cheers. Everybody who's on the stream is raising a glass to you right now. Be rest assured. That's what we do it. Very cool, very cool. Appreciate all I do. Well, I appreciate all I do. Sorry, question about... Sorry, boys. The question is someone who's recently bought a new DAC, the small D0200 Mark II, coming from a Sound Blaster XG6. Do you think you'll be able to tell the difference? Well, I haven't had a Sound Blaster in 25 years, probably. So I can't comment on what jumps Sound Blaster has made in their audio cards. This is a PC card of Sound Blaster. For those of you not familiar, it takes a PC slot, goes in there, and does the. It has a chip on it to do. They were consumer chips when I was using Sound Blaster, and they sounded okay anytime I moved to an external unit. But this is. I'm talking 90s, boys. So it's not fair. It's not even fair for me to comment. Somebody else who maybe can chime in about it, I would assume that you're going to hear an upgrade. I would assume. And Sound Blaster, back when I knew it, couldn't do things like DSD or 192 files, playing them back native and stuff. And anytime you move into an external DAC, one of the best things is you get to experience higher res files in their native form. It's not downsampling stuff. It's going to let it flow and use the whole bandwidth. That's what's great about having external devices, is that it has the horsepower to handle those massive files. And do them justice. So yes, I would assume yes. I'm not familiar with the D0200 Mark II. And who makes it? You can give me a manufacturer on that. That would be helpful. But yeah, I would think you would hear an upgrade. And again, hearing the better quality sound files always, that's a change. It's a big change when you can start playing 192 files native or DSD files native. You'll hear a huge difference just because you're using a better sound file as a source. Congrats, Neff. He's never heard the Bathys, which is the tube hybrid. He's heard the Bathys Interpol, which is a tube hybrid. And he's heard good things about the Arium. Nice desktop setup. Yeah, guys, cheers. Anytime you can upgrade that stuff. And, I wish we had a chat that could post pictures, because I'd be like, take a picture of it, man. Show us. But I can look it up, too, on another stream, maybe. Got Dominic Green. Dumb lucky and bought it at 2.8. Cheers. Yeah, awesome. Millennius. Oh, wow. It's the Ryan Dietz. Yeah, loves his stuff, man. Your new headphone is one of his most anticipated releases. He said before, if you made something from the ground up, he'd buy it immediately. Yeah, Ryan, that's right. You're working on your own gear, which, yeah, I'd love to hear that, man. If you ever want it to be auditioned on the show, let me know. I'll send you an address. Send me a pair. I'll send them back to you when I'm done doing a nice review. I've got 3 headphones that I still have to get to, though, and then more stuff with the electrostatics, I think. God, it's going to be such a good episode, boys. I can't wait to show that off to you. It'll be here soon enough, but it's coming together so well. Scotch, sorry if you come here. Chat. It's okay, guys. Just have your own conversation. Be your best. Live your best life right here on the Director's Garage. My man, ML Jenkins. Yep, being made as we speak. Ready at the end of the month. Fantastic. Do a second pair for those of us who want to hear them. ML, happy his new DAC arrives tomorrow. Tell us all about it next week. Absolutely. Thank you for the cheers and right back at you. He's happy to be here. We're all happy to be here. God, it's good. Is that the guy from Mod House? Is that the guy? Oh, when we did Mod House. Yes. Ryan, you're awesome, man. You're awesome. Would love to hear your stuff, man, what you're doing. That's like, you know, hey, a lot of guys got their stuff. Look where ZMF is today, and it was just Zach and Bev doing mods, you know, and look what he built. He built that whole thing. You could be that guy. We could be talking about RD audio, you know, in 5 years, and like, man, what is RD's killing it, and it's all your stuff. You know what I mean? We're here for you, man. We're support. That'd be fantastic. You know, to hear somebody evolve from like, this is my first attempt at it, and you know, this is where we're going, and then you hear a jump like Zach has made with ZMF. That's the model, right? That's your prototype. And even, you know, I talk about him a lot because he's a close friend, and John Moulton. And, you know, he started out, he was a audiologist doing hearing aids. He was building hearing aids. And he looked at them and thought, and then some of these other IEMs came out, and he's like, well, God, they all look so terrible. What can I do? And they started taking them apart and finding better components to use in them and talking to manufacturers and stuff. And the next thing you know, he'd done his first IEM, and a couple of years later, he did a couple that really got a lot of notice. And then from there, they're like the K10s, the Kaisers took off. You know, they put them on. He got a deal with Massdrop, and boom, kaboom, the whole business blew up. And now look at what he's doing, man. He's pushing the very boundaries of what we've been able to hear in an IEM, and he's among the best head IEMs in the world. You know, it came from just starting out, just tinkering. So, you know, I encourage anybody with a test bench that wants to play, man, go for it. Why not? What do you got to lose? For me, it was doing. I'm like, I got a camera, and I know how to put together videos, so I'm going to try and do some kind of headphone show. And here we are, 134 episodes, 2 years later, 135 episodes, and boom, you know, we got 5,000 of us, and we're getting bigger by the day. So super exciting stuff. You know, I encourage anybody to follow your passion, and don't let anybody dissuade you. You know what I mean? Don't let people talk you out of it, or shame you out of it, or say, you know, you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, the number of people who've told me that I'm, you know, stupid and whatever, I'm like, okay, guy, go find something that makes you happy, because you know, we're just not going to connect. I'm here. I'm all about the passion. I love hearing about people's passions, even if they're not successful or things that they're trying. It's like, you know, that's what it's about. That's what life's about. Life's about taking risks and going into bigger spaces and doing more exciting things that excite you, and following those passions. And I'm like, you got a whole team here that's going to get behind you, Ryan, with whatever you're doing. We'll just cheer you on, man. Say go for it. That's awesome. New planers coming from Mod House. Lots of interest there. Yeah, Ace of Spades. I'm going to run through the rest of these. We'll just get off the air at an hour today. We're not going to do a big stream. And I've got to be a little low key because of the cat, and, you know, I'm keeping it down a little bit. I'm not as bolsterous as I usually am. I promise we'll get to the bolstering in the next episode. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited about that, and I'm excited about what you guys are doing. So for sure, perhaps get a tour on Audio Tears. Barra's a cool guy to work with. Ace of Spades. So you're talking about Mod House. ML, if you are on HeadFi, drop me an update. Yes, absolutely. Drop it here too. It's what we're here for, is to share each other's experiences. It's awesome. Linnea scored a review unit. Let's go. Oh, you got a review unit. That's awesome. Hey, Ace, sorry. Tour through where? Literally for you. I'm out of the loop on some of this. Harsh apologies. Wish they were kinder. I am not following this chat today. I'm sorry, boys. Music appreciation time. Warren Zevon, excitable boy. By the way, guys, go back. We got a great recommendation earlier today, and it was, oh boy, I got to find it in the chat. It's way up here at the top, and I'll come back in a second and finish you up. Large catalog. It was Mike Stern, Sons of Miles. That's our listening assignment for tonight, boys. Everybody call up Mike Stern, Sons of Miles. Super cool. So we're all gonna go listen to that tonight. Yeah, give that a listen. Warren Zevon. God, I love Warren Zevon. He was great. Sentimental Hygiene and Swirls of London and all that great stuff. Great stuff. Marshall Tucker, another one from that era. He was, the independent guy coming through. Great stuff, great sounding stuff. Big fan of Zach, obviously. Yeah, Ryan, you've been modding for the last 7 years or so, working on a new headphone for the last 3. Oh, that's coming together. You're so close. Oh, buddy. Holly's getting a little tired of us talking. All right, what do you want me to do? You want to move some stuff for you, buddy? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Oh, he's hurting, boys. He's not himself. He's not his cantankerous, swatty, I'm going to get you self. Michael, he took my advice, spent the money, and he couldn't be happier. This hobby is the best. It really is. It really is. Sorry for hijacking your show. Guys, hijack away. I don't give a shit. We're here to have fun. Oh, man, that's awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to start closing up shop here for the week. But again, keep an eye out for that episode on the electrostatics. I busted my ass on it. I've got some killer gear. It's not about like one thing. It's beyond, the scope is much wider. I'm super excited to show it off to you and get that episode out to you. It'll be later this week or early next week if I can get to it. Oh, Google Chrome wants access. Screw you, Google Chrome. You can't do that. I'm going to go to the music. Stand by. Got to go to the music. Got to have goodbye music. That's what we do. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by today, too. Super enjoyable, always, just to catch up. I know we didn't do anything dramatic in this episode. We just kind of shot the shit, and I showed off the new HiFiman. And we talked about Ryan Dietz's upcoming, fantastic, exciting headphone, his passion project. And we got some new gear in here from ML Jenkins, told us about his new babies. And for those of you for sharing, thanks for sharing, man. That's what it's about. We're just having a good time. And and sharing our experiences. So that's what we're going to be doing on the next episode of the Director's Garage regular show. And we'll be back next week, and hopefully Holly will be recovered and I can be my boisterous, crazy-ass self and get you guys laughing. All right, guys, take care, and I will see you before you know it. All right, cheers, everyone. Oh, can't do that. Got to go here. Got to get the mic stopped. So much to do, boys. It's not easy ending a show.